Okay, so welcome back to lesson 4, or the fourth step to remap. So this is going to be topic, or the topic title is going to be know what you're working with and ID the ECU. So ID obviously stands for identification. So let's say you arrive to the customer, they're excited to see you, so smile, right? They're excited to see you, you should be excited to see them. Before you pull out any tools, just talk to them about their car and figure out exactly what they want to achieve, what they have in mind, and what they want to get out of the car. Because blah 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 blah. And tell them also what they can expect, because some people might have these unrealistic expectations. Like example, they see on TikTok or on YouTube of like crazy loud pops and bangs, and they think their 1.2 can achieve the same. It's not gonna happen. So obviously they need modifications like a downpipe or a cat cut or the resonator taken out or a straight pipe. And if they have a full bone stock car and they ask for pops and bangs, they're not gonna get crazy loud pops and bangs. It's gonna be much worse than what they expect. So you need to know exactly. This is why you should talk to the customer and see what they're trying to get and see what they have and get the full picture before you do anything. Because they might have unrealistic expectations of what they can get and be unhappy no matter how good the map is. The map can be excellent, but if the supporting mods aren't there, it's not gonna work. So know what you're working with. So set the proper expectations. Once you know what they want out of the car, you can go into your car, get your tools, get the laptop, get the tuning tool all ready. And before you even do anything with the car, get into their car and unplug all accessories. That means their lights, turn it on to O. If there's anything plugged into the 12-volt socket, pull it out. If there's anything, any LED lights, or if the radio is on playing music, disconnect all the Bluetooth devices, turn off the radio. Make sure the door lights are set to O, so if anyone does open the door, no lights come on. Next thing, turn on your laptop, plug it into the OBD port, and bring up the car that you found earlier on. So I was talking about have the car prepared, have it ready, hit OK, and there should be 3 or 4 options. Sometimes it's 5, but most the 3 options that will always be there is ID, which is the first one. Second one is read, and the third one is write. So the first thing you always do with an ECU before you do any remapping is you do an ID. So on your laptop you create a new folder called example 2009 VW Golf 2-liter TDI. And then when you go to ID the file, ID the car and the ECU, the program will tell you all the procedure, and you just follow it. And then at the end, it'll ask you where to save this file, and you'll just call it id.txt for a text file, and you're going to save it into that folder which you just named. This will get the ECU software and hardware version. The reason we do this is because 1, we might have done it before. We might have remapped it on a car with the exact same kind of ECU, exact same engine, and in that case, that turns a 2-hour or maybe an hour and a half job into 5 minutes. I just send you on a file, and we can make a few small, like minor modifications. Like example, if they wanted pops and bangs, let's say the pops and bangs plus stage 1, we could upsell and be like, look, we done the stage 1 once before. It'll take 5 minutes to do, but it'll be 50 or more, and they might opt into that. If not, we can just take away the stage 1 and just have the pops and bangs, and then it's still a very quick job. Second reason why we ID an ECU is because the worst case scenario, that if anything fails or the reading fails or the write fails and the ECU is broken or bricked, we know exactly what kind of ECU we need to get, or the exact same kind of file that we would have had on it if we read it properly. And we can then go into recovery and recover from the file that we can get online, and that just saves us a lot of time to figure out what kind of software and stuff it would be on it. So that's why we ID an ECU. It's the first thing you do, and it's the easiest thing to do as well.